there's a window there. Very
Hello
solid
guys,
round.
sorry
Again here for Talon. And for RRQ, I mean,
RESTREAM.
you desperately want to be able to, use that second time out to try to readjust.
Diba ini?
Having committed
Lupa
already one and a
settingnya,
half,
Cok.
the decision to
Ya,
fire off
guys.
the second one
You and me.
becomes very difficult. Here we go, once more. This time the shield is built up, broken instantly. MONYET able to find the headshot ban. Not able to win out here in the gulag, it would seem. This Cove does provide a little bit of cover, but now MONYET out into the open. Wins out the second fight. Governor going to be taken down, but MONYET falling down to the Hunter Shiri. Man advantage here for the side of RRQ, and it looks like they should be able to get themselves on the board, barring a monstrous clutch from Cruz.
Well, he doesn't have the spike, and he's expected to be rotated on, so he's looking. Well, I say that, and he does not expect the positioning of Xfero, who does take him down and puts an end to this. We don't have to wait a minute for the save to come through. So finally, RRQ, they exist in this map, and they didn't even have to use any ultimates.
They have all 5
to get it done. I mean, they essentially just read the push on the B, and starts out with MONYET winning in the 1v1, gets another kill, dies to Cruz, but at the end of the day, the rest of his team is right there.
Round by round, guys. Let's go 7.
Round by round.
Round by round, indeed. That's what it's going to have to be. I mean, 7-5, the most that they can hope for, but even then, not going to be a bad scoreline for them on the defense. As Thrash to start things off.
Oh, yeah.
Hunt over here towards
Oh, guys.
B. Facing forward, Detain going to be found, but there's plenty of covering fire. MONYET decides to swing, still finds one. The shield in, cleared as MONYET collects 3 kills. Tommy Moore with another, and now it is all Surf. Now 2 for his troubles. A third. And 6 HP. Does he have his ass in a moment? Expecting that he's there in 2, but Xfero eventually will swing out. Decent damage dealt. They're stopping the economy from really scaling up on the side of RRQ, but still a decent amount of cash for them going into round 10.
Yeah, we just saw the push come out of the B site. MONYET's right there. Knows there's pressure, and they push out a mid at the same time.
Just isolated them all so perfectly.
Yeah.
Got 3.
Detain obviously really helping as well. The ISO not really part of that. Just able to double tap him down. And now Talon are going to call a timeout. They say 2 rounds, that's too many. I don't like what I see, says Frost.
Yeah, don't mind it too much. You're in a very solid position overall. We'll see how they fare. Just wanting to make sure that they have as dominant of a half as humanly possible. A 10-2 still very much in the works for them.
Yeah, it could definitely happen. I mean, those 7 rounds were very dominant. There were many times where RRQ looks like they didn't really have a chance. 3 members, 4 members left alive. Plants getting down very consistently for Talon from the attacker side. So really does feel like the pressure is all on RRQ, even though they did pick up the last couple of rounds pretty one-sidedly. So let's see what Talon have prepared here after their timeout. Still 4 ultimate abilities left, and RRQ haven't really had to use many of them outside of the Thrash, which we did see Jemkin get value out of in that last round. Just throwing it out and isolating the ISO with the Detain.
Still 4 ults to work with here across these last 3 rounds. Down, gets a ping on a 1. That's a bit too shallow, not going to find much of anything. Flash just to try and deter the push forward here. Slow up this approach, but look at RRQ. Misreading this, suspecting that there's going to be some more mid-presence, so they evacuate the A site. It's completely now handed over to Talon, who could have a very solid post-plant lockdown in play.
Making cover.
Yeah, just going to smoke it off. They have the harbor wall as well, and they even have this lockdown just to 100% make sure.
Coming through just to try to go ahead, play this one out. Lockdown gets destroyed. Hope for ult, but can they get Xfero into position? Because Governor is up over the top and he's able to find kill on the Jemkin. Once again, ult at the ready. Surf in the meantime holding things down. The lockdown still committed, but they are falling to pieces. It is now just Estrella left. The jump over and Governor mid-air, classic click. Estrella falls and Talon, they call the timeout. It might have seemed unnecessary, but it gets them up to 8.
Yeah, and it could be the difference between them, you know, kind of struggling and having it be even, and potentially them just kind of closing it out from one side of the map. So Governor's here, goes down, gets the res, and that's really rough because,
Ada yang pakai claw.
you know, pressure's on RRQ, they have to push into him, and he's able to just, of course, get so much more value out of that res because of the timing of it all, because they misread, because they push up through mid and leave the A site entirely open. And Talon, you know, they take the information they're given, they say, hey, nobody's here, let's just go ahead and plant it. And they really put the pressure on RRQ, who are not able to rise
Menarik
to the
juga.
challenge.
Pakai clove, cok.
Window
Dan
able to be
ISO.
watched if Governor continues on that push. MONYET just taking some pot shots up into it, just in case. But yeah, I mean, RRQ just clearly struggling to get a sense of how this composition is going to play, where these players are going to want to try to rotate around to. So, call them evacuate that site in the last round, see if they get a better read this time around. As Governor in a bit of a rough spot, sends out the vulnerable. Looks like he will just be able to make his way out to safety. Trying to skill their way forward here into this B site. The Reckoning still at the ready. Xfero just around the corner. 3 peeks out. Governor sends some shots. Xfero confirming the presence here of that clove.
Making cover.
Ban still hanging out. Still gonna send the wall forward. Just create some havoc, and the spike is over here as well.
Swing onto the corner. Ban.
30 seconds
Put
left.
some damage down. Finding Jemkin. They look for a little bit more. Cove now going to be broken, and now more out in the open. And Pan so snappy with a headshot.
Distractions.
Another ult going to be sent this time, not getting a catch. But it's just Xfero and MONYET left standing. The last round of the half, Cash in a bad spot. They're going to have to make the call to go ahead and save these weapons. Governor will get pounded down. Xfero able to jump out of the window, but it matters not.
Yeah.
Talon have so much money, and they're going to get themselves up to 9.
9-2. Not really expecting this from the side of Talon, but they have brought this comp in, and they have executed to such a high degree, and RRQ have not met the same level of play as we have seen. MONYET and his buddy, they're on A, but they are being hunted down. Ban.
One enemy remaining.
He's still so clean with it, though. And any damage that they find is monstrous. Xfero taken out, and that's no weapons retained. Talon very well poised for a 10-2 half here on
Last
Icebox.
round in the half.
That's
It's our
looking very
last
likely.
chance
I mean,
to
take a look at their
attack.
money. Like, they'll have,
Half armor buys.
yeah.
30 seconds left.
I mean, full armor hasn't mattered. Talon has just been so crisp with it.
That shot was insane, and the Ban gets the third.
Hello, Monyet.
Yep.
Just a friendly wave.
Hello.
Hello, Monyet.
Nothing bad behind that.
Sapa nga to.
I think Ban is just having a huge map so far, and he knows it, and
For sure.
he really wants to swing this home run right now. He wants
waits
to
up to
put
0
it into
point.
it.
Here comes the peak. The double tap shielding set up, but the 2 players facing. They're able to clear that out very quickly and collect the kill.
I have the
RQ
spike.
praying for a 9-3 and praying that curses are real. This Governor going to be spotted, but undamaged.
No peeking.
Well, they're going to get onto the site here. It's only Xfero who is waiting nearby.
Oh! Xfero asleep at the wheel. Maybe watching the mini-map either way.
Yeah.
Does get taken down, and that equalizes the numbers.
Poison's off.
Yeah, I mean, he's had this pit, but has not been able to get into any position whatsoever to utilize it. As Jit Boys, suspecting they'll rotate around the back, is able to find one. Elmy Moore going to be taken down now. Cruz trying to hold the line. All eyes paid in this direction. And all players falling on the side of RRQ.
Poison's off.
MONYET top of the spike, clears out one, finds another. The swing. The 1v1.
Poison.
Clear on the recon. The orb comes up. Shock dart lobbed in. Just looking for the timing. Swing here. Cruz makes his way around the opposite side. Now time dwindling. Working against them. Cruz. The jiggle peek. The re-swing out. MONYET finds it. But does he have the time on the defuse? I don't think he does. MONYET accepts his fate. As RRQ cannot find another round win. It is Talon way out in front at 10-2.
Yeah, not very close in this half. Talon just dominating them,
Dapat
hands up in
dong.
the air, multiple times celebrating after their dominant attacker side. And I think you mentioned it before, no duelists here on the side of RRQ, and they got to try to make it work on the attacker side of Icebox. We'll see how that goes for them, but right now, the mental damage has been done, as well as multiple rounds in Talon's favor. I mean, you see the live winning percentage chance. I'm surprised that RRQ is at 27%, but attacking on Icebox. We'll see if they can get some momentum going. It's going to start with a pistol.
I mean, and it has to start there. Talon out at the moment, out in front with 3 and 2.
Well, Ban is on ISO, so I guess you have to buy the Talon bundle. That's the way it works, right? First part happens, so second part, you know, comes in next.
Well, the call to make Ban be on ISO would be for the coaching staff. So I guess the second message is also directed at the coaching staff, who I would hope have already bought the Talon bundle.
Definitely.
But if they haven't, buy it.
Yeah. And it's Ban and Governor up there at the top, playing the 2 newest agents in the lineup that are on this patch. And it's been looking pretty good. Surf also putting up some good numbers. Started off a little bit slower today, but had some big clutch moments on every map and has been very serviceable, always doing his job. Everybody having a good KD just because Talon is winning to a high degree at this point.
Shock Dart vulnerable combo sent out. No one getting clipped by it. Good to see these little set plays ready here from Talon. They'll put a decent amount of time into this one. There's Ban. Alert forward, just looking to clear out the turret, but can't see much else. The turret's still standing for now.
Will he peek out again?
Yes.
He will, yeah.
I got the spike.
The end of his double tap. Does double tap the turret down, and the push is coming A.
Alarm bot set up. Rotate around the back here from Cruz at the ready with a shock dart once he hears the plan. Flash does connect, but Surf able to hold the line, taking down Monyet first and foremost. Re-swings. Some damage on RESTREAM, but cannot find that kill. Jemkin gonna go ahead and trade one back as Governor pops that heal. Again coming through, finds himself another one. Estrella now swinging out from behind the box. Keeps it at a 2v2, but he's low on HP. They're aware that that turret had been cleared out before. They know the Chip Boys is here. They haven't heard from the ISO. Do suspect that he's going to be approaching after having cleared out the turret. And on the drop down, Estrella ready for it. Finds that shot. Xfero counter swinging out. Leads up the kill, and that's going to be a pistol round. 3-3 in the series. There's RRQ. Put their right foot forward here in the second half.
Yeah, Ban got some decent information in the middle of the map, but still the entry here on the A site was pretty good. Estrella and Jemkin get a kill piece, and that one was just... Sometimes you get lucky. Yeah. Estrella picks up 3 and... Let's go, guys. Pistol round secured.
Let's go, guys.
RRQ. They got to start it now. Has to start here. Do you think they have it in them?
Scanning ahead.
I don't know. That round was still so close that I feel like for some reason Talon's going to come back in this one.
So few teams have been able to pull off recoveries of this caliber. RRQ. They need Talon to be the heretics to their G2 if they want to pull it off. The Billy to their DRX.
Well, they should secure this round. We have seen some eco wins so far, some thrifties. And here comes RRQ onto the site. Talon just gonna actually fully back off, giving them the site. I say that though, and Ban is swinging in. Xfero ready to go, alongside of Jemkin and Estrella, who are all watching that angle.
Forward Cruz dealt with. Boys noted here at Raptors, swings out, trying to do some damage, trying to set up for maybe Surf with that Sheriff to collect a kill for himself, but inevitably, Monyet
One
alert
enemy
to try to
remaining.
find these final limbs. Governor, oh, does he drop down? Monyet dropped, that would be the, he's gonna knife him. Unbelievable. Now has the weapon, a chance to do some more damage, but Elmi Moore will be able to take him out. I don't think he's gonna be able to get the gun in time though. So that will be a gun lost.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there are other ways.
As well as mental damage.
Yeah, the backstab coming through at the end of that one. And nice spam here into Ban, knowing that he can't live forever. And just able to utilize those rifles to a great degree. They clean up everybody. But yeah, some chuckles there as I know that music, Achilleos.
I do too, unfortunately. Looks like we will have a tech pause down on the stage. Let's see what the issue is. Something to do with the gear.
Technical pause.
Maybe on the side of ban. I mean, this guy has been very reliable the entire day for Talon. Playing the Jet on Ascent.
I had 3 different agents from him here today,
Yeah.
as well as the debut on ISO, which has looked damn impressive. I mean, you know, Ben, you know, we've talked about this multiple times, but somebody who was under much scrutiny last year, took a while to heat up as he was shifted back over onto the Jet. You know, it was kind of like the fracture special for him with T1, but was improving with every single performance. And though we haven't seen much of him on Jet this year, that Ascent was damn clean. A couple moments with the operator that got a little bit whiffy, but then he would just turn around and just, you know, outdo, you know, the shortcomings with some big performances. So overall, a very solid day from him here.
Yeah, no, it's really nice to see. I feel like he's made a very nice spot for himself here on this Talon roster, and might be one of the big reasons why they do pick up today's win, if they do, which at this point, you know, 10-4, it's looking pretty likely still, especially if they can deny the bonus away. We're not sure how long this issue is going to last, guys, so stay with us to see the ending of this one. We've got the end of Talon versus RRQ, and then up next we also do have Paper X versus DRX, which should be a banger. It always seems to be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just a classic matchup. Granted, yes, several new faces on DRX that are kind of inheriting the Pacific El Clasico, but I'm sure that they're going to be looking to step up and challenge against Paper X, who are still the reigning Pacific champions.
Yeah.
First, we have to get through this one, so hopefully not much longer, and then we can get things underway once more.
Yeah.
You know, a bonus conversion here from RRQ, and all bets are off, so we'll see if they're going to be able to get that one done.
Yeah, that's really the question. As the players, they just kind of wade through this. You know, kind of unfortunate for RRQ. They're just beginning to get their momentum going. And then we have this unfortunate tech pause, but we want to make sure everybody is playing at a very high level with no issues. So maybe just 2 or 3 minutes.
Seems like it. So, should be underway once again here pretty soon. We don't have to worry too much. T1's not playing.
Did you see how many yeah. You see how many waters Surface drank?
Hey, man, stay hydrated.
Yeah, but like
Chat,
compared
be
to
like Surf.
everybody else, like I see like 2, maybe 3 at most, and he's got like 7. Surprised we haven't had, you know.
It's one of those players who plays better under duress. Just chug water.
Yeah.
You can't leave the stage. And then you start popping off trying to get through the game as fast as you can. But I mean, the games have not been quick. That is for sure. So if that is if that was going to be the strategy, I think it would not be paying off for him. Just considering, you know, 15-13 into a 13-10, and God knows what the scoreline will end up being on this one.
Seems like this fan did not expect to be on camera, but pretty cute little doll there.
It is a good moment for the, you know, if you're watching at home, go get yourself some water, stay hydrated, check your posture. You know, you don't copy the posture of a lot of the players.
Also, you're now manually breathing.
Oh, you have to do that to them, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, all right, you just lost the game.
Yeah, I did.
Just throw that out there.
I already had it in my mind. I wasn't going to say it, but yeah.
Just all these boomer high school, middle school references.
Nobody gets it in chat. Not a single person.
We're in our 30s now.
Yeah.
Our mortality is becoming more and more apparent.
The stuff that tech pauses will do to you.
That is true.
Let's talk about this.
What's the longest tech pause that you've been through? Because we've both been around the block. We've been through some stuff. You've been here in Korea for a lot longer than me.
Yeah. Not going to name any names, but there have been some other games where I have been waiting for like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Okay, that's
Yeah.
not bad. Compared to some of the ones that I've been through, being told about 3 minutes out before we get back into the game.
This one won't be an hour and a half or longer.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. I think for me, longest was in the range of, and I don't even actually remember it, like the exact duration because it was all just a blur and it was about 5 years ago. But I want to say it was around 2+ hours, maybe 2.5 hours. The great Unco pause for those of you who know what I'm talking about.
Technical pause lagi. Edan.
It's never a fun time. But Ben did put his headset on. So.
Granted, I mean, I guess we did have the opening day pauses.
Yeah.
So there were those.
I mean, it just depends on if you're talking about combined total time
Yeah.
or if you're talking about one straight pause.
I think longest that I've ever basically been on camera for the entire time of the pause was an hour and 45.
Yeah.
And that was LCK Summer Season 2016.
Yeah.
Piggyback broadcast. KT versus Jin Air or something like that.
Sounds right.
No one could get into the lobby.
Yeah. Well, we're still fixing things down there. You got multiple people on the case. It's funny because everybody has to deal with the tech pause, but it's Ban who looks the most stressed about it.
Well, he needs to make sure that everything goes back to working the way that it should, considering the performance he's had thus far.
Yeah. I do wonder what the issue is because it doesn't seem to be a headset issue. Just based on, you know, he had it off. I think he would have had it on the whole time if they were checking sound. And there's a lot of fiddling around underneath the desk there. Rewiring the entire computer while we're at it.
Yeah, I think the admin just realized that the cable management of the PC was just not super great. Somebody had messed it up a little bit, so he's just going in there, just getting
Bagaimana bisa
ties,
terjadi
Yeah.
ini?
keeping everything nice
Making
and
it a
tidy.
4-hour project.
Yeah, get the compressed air,
Oh, here.
clear it out a little bit.
Computer is literally being ripped out from underneath the desk.
Hell yeah, that's what we love to see.
Yeah, that generally means that the tech pause will be longer than just 3 more minutes. But we'll
Alrighty.
see just how long it'll take, guys.
Yeah. We'll obviously keep you guys updated as we get some more information. But for now, I think it's coming back to us.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
always a good sign when you can see the casters again.
A good sign for more pause time.
Yeah.
We were almost through the series. I mean, Talon they were like, all right, the first 2 maps were too long. Let's win very quickly. And then they were like, you know what? Also, let's put on a tech pause. They didn't do this on
We've been
purpose.
doing this a
but
little too quickly. Kick
Yeah.
the PC or something, you know?
Maybe he did accidentally. Probably not.
You have a pop off, you never know.
Yeah.
You gotta stand up a little bit too fast.
Yeah.
Foot comes out from underneath you and just end up
He
kicking a
was
little
standing
PC.
up a lot.
Yeah. Well, we're being told that we're going to go to a break, so we'll see you guys on the opposite side of this one. Hopefully it won't be too long, and then we'll get through the rest of this series. So don't go anywhere.
Tiba-tiba technical pause, guys. Udah lah. Sholat dulu aja lah, guys. Ya. Kita sholat. Sabar ya, guys ya. Sholat maghrib dulu. Bentar.
Faster. Go. Faster, harder, higher, go. Faster. Faster, harder, higher, go. Go.
Hello and welcome back. I have a cord in front of my shirt. I'm doing the badcaster thing. Anyway, we should be getting into game here rather soon. So we're told.
Yeah, about 3 minutes.
We appreciate you guys bearing with us. You know, these things can happen. This is what happens when you play a digital sport.
Yeah.
So
It's the vehicle of esports.
that's a good way. Yeah.
Internet.
That's that. There you go. Just whatever brand wants to take that. The vehicle of esports.
Yes. The internet.
Yeah. So,
Um,
Acer Predator, the vehicle of esports.
And if it doesn't work, if the computer doesn't work, then here we are. Just looking at you guys
Yep.
on stage, looking at each other.
Cycling
Lovely.
through them. But yeah, should be good to go. I'm just gonna fix this. Yeah, you know, whatever.
That was quick.
Yeah.
I never thought to do it that way. I always like put it over the shoulder like that. I don't
Yeah,
do
it's,
like
it's the angle because I have my mixers over here,
Ah.
so it's a little bit more awkward to do over
mine's
the shoulder.
right here.
Yeah, you
You
gotta.
guys can see that.
It's a solid. Yeah, you can see it. Our little DJ
Yeah.
knobs that we can act like we're messing with.
Press the cough button.
Yeah. Now you
Yeah, see,
now
it-
you just can't
it
hear.
works,
You don't know
it's
what
great.
He just said some horrendous stuff.
You guys will never know.
But you'll never know.
It's a secret forever. Just as is the length of this tech pause, we'll never know how long it'll last.
Yeah. We did a PC
secret
swap.
forever.
Never really got confirmation as far as like what the overarching issue or the cause of it was, but
It just ain't working.
we've had some fun ones in the past. I think it was at. Well, granted, it's not on their side of the stage, but I do remember MONYET having a moment where there was a spillage.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's always a spillage.
yeah.
The heat packs exploding, that's a thing. Maybe less so in Valorant, but happens a lot in League of Legends.
We've had a couple.
Yeah. Or
Here
the
in
water just
VCT.
dropping all over the keyboard.
Sometimes you just, you're so hyped up, and your hands, you're not ready to grab the cup. You
Yeah.
still have the mouse grip going, so you just end up knocking over the cup. It just
Sometimes you're angry, you slam the desk and the water goes everywhere. We're just,
We're just
buying
here to
time.
vibe.
Yeah. Just hanging out.
Here's a question for you, in particular, because you're so bad at this.
Okay.
What was the last movie that you watched?
Do I even remember? I mean, you watch movies like every
Dune?
night, so
Is it like Dune 1 when we went and saw it at midnight?
no. It would. I watched the most recent one,
Hmm.
the most recent Dune. That might actually be the most recent one I watched in theaters,
Okay.
which was like 4 months, 5 months ago,
I
maybe
still
even longer.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh wow,
I've actually been
that's
bad
crazy.
about it.
Why?
I don't know. My last theater one was Pamyo, which is a Korean movie.
Yeah,
I
I wanted to watch that one, but
wouldn't recommend it. It's not very good.
but everybody said it was amazing.
Yeah, I'll wait for the next.
You have a lot. Yeah, you have a very different view of film.
That's true.
And movies and shows.
You
than
like
other
a lot
people.
of Korean shows that I find to be
Not a
annoying.
lot. There was one. Okay. Maybe two.
All right, well, with the stage shot, that means that everything should be good to go.
Should.
So let's go ahead and get ready to get back into this one. As a reminder, 10-4. Talon still way out in front. RRQ, they've been able to pick up the pistol here in the second half, as well as the anti-eco. Can they convert a bonus is going to be the question. They have a decent amount of firepower with which to try to make it happen. Welcome back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for bearing with us. Let's see if we can go ahead and close this out.
Yeah, well, you know, losing the pistol round, losing the eco, were Talon, but they still very much feel in control of this map. The ISO coming out for the first time here, and of course the Clove once again. And this combo, this duo, has been working wonders for the side of Talon. Both Ban and Governor up on top of their scoreboard in terms of numbers. But
Okay.
it's going to be Governor to start us off here.
Off to a solid start. Governor finding the headshot there. Auto Xfero. Push forward, though, over towards B. Rotations coming through from Talon. His wingman goes to the plant. No util to try to interrupt that one, so close plant situation found here for RRQ.
Now let's see how they're going to push through the wall first and foremost, and how they're going to clear out yellow here with this composition. Harbor wall at first to cut them in half.
Push forward. Flash coming out. Double tap shield trying to keep them protected, but nothing cannot be found. Decent return damage, though. Jemkin able to find two. Trash going to be set. The push forward from Ban, though, is keeping the shielding. Detain was out. On the Jit Boy's been out. Time dwindling. Ban. 10 HP. Jemkin at 5. The Mosh going to be set, and that should all but confirm it. Jemkin with a 4-piece will get the bonus conversion. RRQ halfway to tying it up. Spike detonating, but he just survives.
Yeah, hanging on to that Vandal. You know, any amount that you can, that's going to feel really good. And that was an extremely close round. You have to know that if Talon picks that up, you know, they get some momentum in their favor. But Jemkin is able to line up a couple, gets another, and then finishes it off here for his fourth. Not sure what he said there, but he was getting pretty excited about the
sound?
situation.
As yeah, I was gonna say he said something about sound.
I see.
And here comes the wub wub.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Audio issue,
Yep.
unsurprisingly.
Well, Monyet able to find the clutch, or Jemkin rather, able to find the clutch all the same.
Yeah.
As maybe didn't hear the tap on the spike or something to that effect.
It's possible. I mean, you know, maybe his teammates able to yell and give him the cue, and then he just throws in the mosh and finishes it off.
Chat, I know that you guys hate this, but no one hates this more than us, the players, the production staff.
Yeah.
So at
I
least
think the players hate it the most.
be at rest with the knowledge that
You can't
we are
possibly hate
fervently-
it the most in the world.
yes, that, and we are always fervently working to correct things when they do go wrong. And I think that for the most part, across stage one and the latter part of kickoff, everything's been pretty buttery smooth. Looks like already though, audio issue dealt with. We're right back into it.
Look at how fast they cleared that up. Our production staff. Unbelievable how good they are.
Izzy
And-
does get the spot on the one.
Yeah.
Did they register how far forward he is the question. Looks like they're not even going to give it the time of day. As they just continue to shift their way silently forward here into A. Shit, boys. Has he been spotted? Maybe a pixel out of place at the gun barrel. As, up over the rope. Monyet going to be able to take him down. Just eats the one singular sheriff shot.
Toxins going up.
Now A site primed here for the taking.
Yeah, this is basically impossible for Talon, but they're going to have to try.
Deploying drone.
I mean, they don't have to send it in, but let's see how it does go. Elmi Moore is going to spot him with the drone. And here's a bit more. There's just so many angles.
Up on top of pipes. Push forward. Governor going to be good for one for the cleanup. Look at Swift here from the side of RRQ, and it is. And just Monyet lost. RRQ. 4 rounds consecutively now. 6-10.
Looks familiar. RRQ, they say, hey, take it 1 round at a time, and also we can do exactly what Talon did. Monyet just up the rope, takes him down.
One enemy
And then eventually
remaining.
Jemkin picks up a couple. Elmimore and Xfero one apiece. And it's pretty textbook there to finish off the round. Just the slow and steady approach onto A, and eventually, you know, somebody's got to check for vision. Somebody's got to check for information. And they get their head taken off. Down on firepower, they lose the round.
Shield out. Op in hand, but slow start here from RRQ, taking their time. Do they drone to clear? This is the big question. If they don't, it'll be a very dangerous position to be in. I'm also curious to see if Ban feels confident enough to go for that kill contract while he has the op in hand. Swing out's going to be coming through, and MONYET. Maybe not expecting the re-peek or not registering that his head was just clearly on display. Creep up though from Jemkin, going to be unanticipated. He's able to collect that kill now. Thrash going to be online once more. Second of the half already. Just 5 rounds in. Our Xfero now pushing forward, but not working his way up towards the window.
Uh-oh.
Knife going to be drawn out, tries to get the shots through, but cannot make it happen. Man advantage going to be there for TLN. Smoke comes up, man plant comes down.
Thanks, little man.
Dizzy ready up over the top. Push forward, Jemkin trying to find the timing, but ends up getting gunned down. Governor swinging around back, yellow. Elmimore not ready for it, nor is Estrella. They all fall to the wayside, and Talon not going to allow RRQ to continue this streak. They win out the round, they get themselves up to 11, now just 2 rounds away from closing out the series.
Yeah, that one looking much better. I think RRQ just very persistent to try to push onto this B site, and it all starts out, you know, the jump peak, and then Ban just comes out around the corner. They don't expect that aggression, and then, of course, in mid, 2v1, nice isolation from Talon. And Governor able to peek all the way around outside of yellow and clean up the rest of them. So that will be now a timeout. You guys should know the music by now, so don't be alarmed. And so 11-6, as RRQ really need to get back on the horse right away, right in this next round. So they got to call the timeout here.
Well, they certainly do, and it's the second one committed. Talon still have one in their back pocket. RRQ 5 in a row to try to tie things up, prevent Talon from getting up to match point. Can they make it happen? It's already been a decent start for them, but it's felt like just given the gap between these two teams, they basically needed all of these rounds to be consecutive for it to be a perfect half. As you can see here, will be some Vandals across the board for everybody. That Thrash still online for them,
Over there.
but half armors abound.
Yeah, and Ban, very rich at this point in time, actually has an operator in hand, still 3,200.
Can afford another one into the next round should he
Yeah.
die here.
Healing area.
Should it not be recovered. Sorry for Dart, Cove set down, Chip Boys just wanting to get that ultimate online. Now does have it. Hunter's Fury opened up from Cruz. Just takes up Jemkin once, down to 70. Kill cannot be confirmed. Double set up here at Garage. Governor in a far forward position. Do they peek into him is the question.
I mean, that's where the spike is. It does look like they still want to pressure on A, but at the same time, maybe eventually swing back over towards B and then go for that push.
They're playing enough to get the double tap out, so I mean, shielding now gone.
One more? Here's more.
Boys setting up the wall. Thrash again, going on the hunt. See if he can get a catch onto anyone here. The dive forward, Detain not quite going to be found. But now the execution over onto B, getting ready to come through from RRQ, and the rotate off has come in from Governor. He's been displaced, but he's still nearby. He's still on the site and can still do some damage. Play this a little bit more aggressively as he's got the ult online. Gonna go for the push. The answer's gonna be yes, but oh no! They actually steal away the planter.
30
Quick
seconds.
spot. Shot's gonna come through. Ban able to find Xfero. Spike still not planted, and now RQ sent packing back over here towards A. But Estrella, he's got himself into such a good lurk position. Ban setting up the wall, but not ready for this angle. Governor bled out. Shit boys able to respond. 3v3. Spike can be planted. MONYET gonna be one away from
10
having that
seconds
pit
left.
online. Now more if he can play further back. Does have that Hunter's Fury ready to go.
This is
Not
going to
makes
be
that
crazy.
one. Up over the top, Chip Boys finding the shot off the rafters, finds himself a third, and now it is all on Elmimore. 1v2, the Hunter's Fury is so damn risky. Just sends out the single pump. Shock Dart lobbed in, wall crashing across, tucked away here on the corner, swinging out, spots one, gets the other, Elmimore bails him out.
Little recognition is nice.
Red Bull clutch in his hands, RRQ win a 7th round.
Act on my input.
Another
Don't give them
Red
time
Bull
to
clutch
position.
goes their way, and this time it is to Elmimore, and just barely able to hold on to that one. The Hunter's Fury, I was getting really worried. I thought that might have been the cherry on top for the side of Talon, but no, it is RRQ sticking in this one.
It all comes down to this.
Yeah.
This moment here, a bit of miscommunication. Just joining this between Pan and Governor.
Now, what can you say? I mean,
Okay,
they
it's
do
okay,
get the
guys.
kill, they do stop the plant, but it also allows just a free rotation over towards A for RRQ. And that essentially does lead to them winning the round.
I mean, just leaves Governor with his pants down. He's not.
Yeah.
He's looking for the planter angle, not back yellow. Still though, Talon in the driver's seat still do have that next timeout ready, but they lose out on this round. Operator not really going to be possible for him.
Take flight.
Drop down. Elmimore not wanting to put himself in a position where he could get wall banged, so opts to go to the floor, and the drone is quickly cleared out before he could see much of anything.
Ready yet.
You are powerless.
Null comes up right as that null command comes through. Governor is trying to play anti-flash, but it turns back. It connects right into his face. 3 swift kills found. With the open play, no opportunity to try to go for a retake here. Looking like a damn near flawless unless somebody drifts into the crosshair ban here for the side of RRQ, who will get up to 8.
Yeah, kind of insane stuff. Just really nice flash timing, able to push through the smoke and isolate a couple of duels and take them down. Talon aggressively trying to stop that push. They wanted to stop it right there, right then. They weren't looking for any kind of retake situation. But the second that fails, RRQ will win the round. And they are going on the hunt quite a bit here. They want to get some more information. They want to get these guns out of the hands. As Van, oh, he's going to miss it. Jemkin immediately takes his head off.
Bomb grenade out.
Now still on for that flawless surf. Also tucked back here. He's going to opt to actually challenge in for this. Finds the kill, but Jemkin quick to counter swing out. Finds the kill. Nothing retained. Nothing carried over here for Talon. No cash to speak of in RQ. Now just 3 rounds away.
Yeah.
Their own bank being built up.
Yeah, it's really what it is. You know, the flash outside of the clove smoke, and eventually, 3 duels taken, and then they clean up the other 2. A pretty straightforward round by the end of it, but extremely good execution from the side of RRQ to actually make it happen. And now, you know,
Oy.
they've got this pit, they got the lockdown as well. If they ever get onto a site, it's going to be so difficult for Talon to have any opportunity to take down the spike.
Watching the back wall, keeping them protected from the dizzy. It's recoverable, albeit in a somewhat risky position. Good boys now 1 away from having that reckoning online. Surf the lockdown as well, nearly there. Push forward, reveal on the 1 Governor going to be dealt with. Lockdown still committed, even against the Eco RQ. They know that they need every single round possible. As Cruz is just in a far too committed position, no real way out. Trying to play for timing, trying to play for a kill, do some damage, but none to be found.
Yeah, none to be found, and you see that Ben now he's going to have to rotate all the way over. Just try to get whatever they can at this point. The Tip Boys has got to clear out like 5 different angles, and Surface is going to follow suit. Here comes Ban with the classic.
Stopping his way forward here is Elmimore, and he does end up falling. But 20 HP, another shield going to be gained, but unable to find any further damage. RQ now 9.
Yeah, this was 10-2, and now it's 11-9.
They've only conceded 1 round so far to this Talon defense. I mentioned at the beginning of the half, when Talon started their streak, how overall poor their defense statistics have been this year on this map. And right now, that statistic is rearing its ugly head.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of what we've seen a little bit of miscommunication. We've seen also very nice executions from the side of RRQ, just like Talon was able to do on the attacker side. And so both these teams just feeling much more comfortable on the side and making it work for them. But RRQ with the overall momentum, and Estrella once again.
This here point tells him all that he needs to know. He knows that somebody's in a far forward position. Sprays the angle for the retreat. Gets rewarded with a kill. Reckoning lockdown still available here for Talon. Still could try to turn this Round on its head, but Jemkin has another thrash.
Can come back.
Third of the half, I believe. If not the fourth.
Destroyed.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Now it's being sent out. Doesn't send it too far, though. Brings it right back around to himself to get the pickup. Wait up to 10 seconds to be able to use it again. But for now, still silence. As, quick jiggle out. And I'm not even sure if Ben had been spotted, but either way, they pull off the angle.
Well, Monyet, it looks like he's being pretty careful and does want to slowly check this angle.
Thrash being sent once again. Now they know that the operator is back over at Snowman for sure. Crew's up over the top, waiting to try to hear the plan so he can try to go for the spray, but instead, he's got to be taken down. Monyet actually saving Elmimore's life in that position.
Toxins going up.
His RRQ can just continue to play this attack to absolute perfection, and again, with 2 players left alive and an op in hand, this becomes a save call. Sparrow, he's in a position to deny this one away.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're going to be able to save.
Does he wait for the second player? No. Opposite just open fire. Surf down very low. Man just holding the angle, but now Monyet arriving. Just swinging around the back, just holding their attention as Sparrow. Hearing the rope, not ready for the bottom approach. Another flawless, another round where Talon lose out on all of their weaponry.
Yeah, just losing everything. I think they should be able to buy up here. I think this is where you got to call the timeout because these last rounds have been really rough. Australia just keeps on getting spray kills through smokes, and RRQ, watch this, yeah, saves his life, has that angle, and then eventually it's just, you know, it's hunting season. And Surf with 11 health goes down. And, well, guys, I have some news for you. Yeah, I thought it was a timeout. It wasn't.
All right, looks like maybe something with the in-ears here for Jemkin, so just going to be swapping those over. The last one was quick. This one should be quick as well.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of audio issues, especially at this point, it's essentially like, okay, you just swap out the headset. Okay, that didn't work. Swap out the earbuds. Yep. If that doesn't work,
and chat, trust me, you guys don't have PTSD like we do. So when we hear that music start up, we are panicking way more than you guys are.
Yeah. Also, Jemkin, I mean, he has been seemingly dealing with this issue for a bit. I mean, they're still winning, and he's still putting up big numbers, so seemingly not affecting his play. But of course, he wants to play at 100% like anyone else. But yeah, just gotta hope that this in-ear swap fixes it, and we can just finish off the map. It's currently 11-10 with Talon still in the lead, but it has been 4 rounds in a row for RRQ and 8 rounds out of the last 9 for RRQ. So big comeback that was brewing and is now a reality for RRQ, and no timeout called.
Only Frost just going to be waiting in case this does get tied up. As a last-ditch effort to get themselves up to 12, but it is puzzling. Again, operator in hand means that Van not much more risky to try to use that kill contract.
There are 4 members right now heading over towards the B site, and again, it's just Governor over here holding down B. And do have a couple of guys in towards mid that can rotate over pretty quickly, but you know, he's really been the key man as this does look to be a set play. So we'll head on to the B site.
Recon cleared out. Governor just eating some decay on the wall. Now the Dizzy coming through. They know that somebody's going to be playing up in front of that wall. Shock Dart also going to be sent his way. Double push up peek in towards mid. So Cruz on a bit of a linger, but now working his way back over towards B. RRQ selling this B hit decently well. Still fast rotations available for the side of Talon. Back, set up with the operator, able to find the first kill. Australia going to be taken down.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. I mean, this isn't the first time they've done this. And it is still going to be Monyet just waiting, and he has a pin, so he can drop it on B. And essentially say, okay, I'm going to secure the site for my team, even down a member.
Will gets set. Cruz up over the top of the pit. His lockdown going to be coming through, and Monyet going to be detained, and that's going to drop the fuel. As there's the swing out, Ban finds himself a second.
Oh boy.
Push forward.
Player
The
standing.
clear out is Elmimore now. Last one standing.
Scanning ahead.
Sends out the dart, the pink, revealing 2. Spring across, trying to stabilize this one. The Cove now broken, but the push up coming in, and he cannot find it. Talon. They will get the round win. They will break the win streak here. They will get themselves up to match point.
Match point.
Yeah, kind of insane the way that works. I mean, Ban was just waiting on A the entire time with the operator, and he was waiting so many rounds to get value out of this, but he gets this pick, it stops the A push in its tracks, then he's got his ult ready. He's able to isolate one more kill, and essentially that makes it, 5v3 in their favor. The Viper's pit denied, and it's an easy round cleanup there from Talon.
Crucially, Talon now they get themselves into a position where they have enough money for the next round here. Governor just quickly clearing out the drone, backing off. At least attempting to. This Ban now set up here in mid. Going to try to intercept these rotations. And should they come through. Nothing to scout him, nothing to note him. Now it's just absolute silence on that A side of the map.
Ban is just praying that someone peeks him right here. Oh,
The jiggle peek out. Sparrow goes for it again. He hadn't caught a glimpse.
not the
And he
second one.
pays so dearly for it. Reposition, Ban working his way. Now up at top mid. Push coming through here on towards that A site. 0 point to check forward. Nothing noted. Also no ultimates to work with here for either team. Ban at an angle. Just waiting, watching. The drop down, tries to go for the flick.
30
Jemkin in a
seconds
bad
left.
spot. Continues to try to challenge. Continues to be spotted out.
Spike planted.
The pullback with the Finale. Spike going to be planted.
They don't even have information on if they're swinging around from behind either.
Does it come to an end right here, or can RRQ keep the map going? Now Swarm going to be lobbed in. Elmimore playing forward, unable to find the kill. MONYET challenging, managing to find Shit Boys. Now into a 3v3. Up over the top of the rafters, though. Surf, he's got the angle. MONYET fallen. Mosh
Apakah 2-1?
thrown in. Wall falls. Ban going to be taken out, but Surf able to find Jemkin. The drag across Australia cannot get the shots.
My worth.
Diffuse to come through, and Talon to get the match victory. Hard fought by RRQ, but they fall shy. As it is 13-10 once more as Talon close out the series.
Yeah, what a close
Oh,
one
Lord.
between these two teams. I mean, we didn't have multiple overtimes, but it was just about as close as it could get. And Talon, at the end of the day, just too much of a lead. I mean, shout out to RRQ. They got really close on that one. They had so much momentum on the attacker side, but when things really got rough towards the end, Ban is able to step up, hit a couple of crucial operator shots that get them in the lead and gets him an ultimate, gets them that extra momentum to just drag a couple of rounds across the line. And also playing ISO as well on the stage. So good stuff from him and from the team, and that's going to bring another win here to Talon, as they will sit, I believe, at 5-2 in terms of their score line over the course of this year.
We believe so. It's been a hard-fought season here
Oke
for
guys,
them.
itulah match
And this
pertama
victory helps put
antara
them in a pole
Talon
position
menghadapi RRQ.
for those playoffs.
Nanti
For that
next
top 6
Paper
finish.
X
So far, just the odds
lawan
confirmed, I believe, but Talon now one step closer. I mean, Frost was talking about it, the match versus Paper X, not that big of a concern. Blundered some of their preparation, but ultimately they weren't battling Paper X for a playoff spot. Getting a win there would help them, obviously.
Paper X
but
lawan
it was
DRX
the likes
ya
of
guys.
RRQ, the likes of T1
So kita
that they needed to beat
ketemu di sana,
to try
kalian
to
jangan
get there. So
kemana-mana.
now, one
Stay
step
tuned.
closer. We'll go ahead and pass this back over to the analyst
I'll
desk.
see you
There
in the
is plenty to break down
I'll
across
see
the
you
series.
in the Paper X
Plenty
against
indeed.
DRX.
This was a really exciting comp, and it did not disappoint.